If you're ever trying to partially receive any units that are coming in from a purchase order, for example, something like this purchase order that's coming in, as you can see here, that's coming from a supplier going to a warehouse, and the lead time is moving straight on to Amazon, here's typically the best way to receive those products. So it's suggested to keep your card in automatic, especially if it's arrived early. Now, if it's arrived late, I will get into that in a second here, but if it's arrived early, it's very, very easy to update to the point of you can simply check the box of what's been received in that shipment, click on it, and let's say I've only received 50 units of this, I've only received 30 units of this one, and 50 units of this. I can simply enter those numbers in, click save, and the system's actually going to look at this purchase order. It's going to look at the work order, and it's going to realize that it was only in production right now, but I must have gotten it early. And you can see that way in the future in 2022, it's 2021 right now, I was supposed to send some of those units in. That's how the original lead time was set up. So it's asking me, hey, would you like to send that early today? So I typically, when I get things early, and in this situation, I'm going to pass them straight through. So I'm going to click yes, ship them earlier. And what it's going to do is it's going to create another shipment. You're going to see the amount of units received. And if I go and edit this order right now, you're going to see in the work order what it's actually done is that it's updated the amount of units received and it's split the shipment automatically to say, hey, we still have 50 units outstanding, 200 and 400 that are scheduled to ship in January like we had originally said, but you know what, today I'm going to ship these other units and it will update in your forecast. Now, going back in here, let's say it's running late. There's a couple different things that you can do in here. You can come in, especially if it's still in automatic, so you don't have to think too much about it, meaning that it's going to move through your lead time automatically. You can update days delayed. If it's delayed by, we have a problem. This is going to be 30 days delayed, and I know that it's going to be, and it's going to be 30 days added onto ocean freight. You can save that, or you can strictly pick a exact date when it's going to be arriving. Okay, so those are if things are delayed. Now, if it's already arrived, and let's say you need to close this shipment out, it's arrived and there's been some damage, missing, etc., you can go through again, click units arrived, and let's say I got all of these, 200 arrived. The remaining amount you can see outstanding here, 50 units were damaged or missing. So we'll say they were actually missing or damaged, just depending on whichever one you want to input. And then outstanding, I received the remaining 400 units. Okay, so I'm going to say save, and it's going to do the same thing. It's going to understand that these units were missing and that potentially I want to ship them earlier, or you know what, I actually don't want to ship them. I'm going to have to do something and I want to ship them on Halloween. So it's still earlier than January 13th. The system's going to update everything. And now all you got to do is, if you want to just kind of finish this out and not pay attention to it anymore, usually what you can do is either hide the shipment, or what I like doing is just closing it and say leave the shipments as they are, because I've already updated what's been missing, what's arrived, etc. And I'm going to close those out. The other component to a system like this is that if you have things updated, you can see now that it's updated it to manually automatically for you. It's closed it out, put it in third-party warehouse, because it knows that this PO is done. We don't have to think about it in the grand scheme of things in the order tracker. So you can see what's now in route is the work orders that you've made, right? As well as now the purchase order has been fully received and everything is getting going to be shipped out. We sent those additional ones to be shipped out in the future. As soon as those start en route, they're going to pop up in your en route column and kind of go through the process. So this allows you to fully see what's happening within your purchase orders and work orders step by step.